So after you start to find your mobility restrictions and they're starting to clear up, their end feel is getting more comfortable and the range of motion is improving, then we'll want to do holds to strengthen that specific range we just improved. So for example, if we just improved his hip flexion, now he can get to his end range with more tolerance, or his range of motion just improved. We want to see how strong he is in that new range. The last thing we'd want is for an athlete to improve their range here, go to the field, or go to the weight room, and then now they have this excess range of motion with no strength. So, okay, we improved, let's just say you get 5-10 degrees today. These are passive range holds. Anything here, any pain? If he has no pain, we'll see if he can hold this position. Go. And here we're assessing his passive versus active range of motion. I don't care, and in fact I'd encourage them to try to use their trunk and even their hands to create tension. We use a lot of radiation to brace through the whole body because everything they do outside is going to be with their full body. So we start, isolate, and then we can integrate the whole body. So hip flexion, I'll standardize just like the assessment. Take them into true hip flexion, make sure, assess your ire, make sure it's not too much bias in one position. And then again, same thing, hold. Slowly back off. If each time you just drop your hand, he's gonna drop with you for any of the passive range holds. And reset. Dosaging, reps, and sets really depend on the person if they've ever done this before. As a baseline, you can start with 3 sets, 4 reps, 4-second holds. Doesn't have to be specific, kind of go with the patient. If they start backing off after 2 seconds, you know that's where the threshold is. If they can hold for 10, you know that's where the threshold is. Same thing with IR. Hip or knee directly over their hip, rotate them to their end range. Anything here? Okay, if he did have pinching here, I might not want to go this far, but since he's fine, that's okay. And then try to hold. Same thing, we'll watch to see if his knee flares in a horizontally abducted or adducted position, or if the ankle starts to come back to a more neutral position. If you're shaking here, especially if you've never done any type of training like this, that's very normal. As the joint continues to stabilize over time, the amount of shaking will decrease. Okay, so flexion, IR, ER. Try to hold here. Same thing, if you've never done end range training, it's going to be very difficult. Just educate the patient that this is a normal feeling. A cramp might be a normal feeling, and this will continue to get better. Okay. So we are only testing this supine, flexion, ER, IR, but the same thing would occur for extension. We want to take them past that, I'll show that as well. Facing down. Be aware of back pain if that is something that is also being addressed with the patient, but in his case, that's not something that's very important. Points of contact, the more points of contact we have, the more secure the patient will feel. Relax. Okay, I'm passively taking him to his end range, and then hold, glute, and hold. Good. So Daniel's got a pretty strong posterior chain, so this isn't a problem for him. It's not uncommon for people, as soon as they relax, as soon as they lift up, they'll just want to slowly drop down until they get to the table, or they get like half an inch off the table. So with any of these, we want to assess passive versus active range, see where it's at, and try to improve it over time.